My name is Robyn Hammond and I live in Inverness. I've lived in Inverness for over 30 years. I have two daughters, one is age 20 and one is age 16. I was diagnosed with life-limiting cancer a year ago, just over a year ago. I had retired. I'd always intended to retire at 55, and at 55 I did retire, and 5 days later I got the news that I had life-limiting cancer and that the prognosis was not good at all. Obviously that puts you into a mad tailspin of panic. Initially my treatment was quick to start. I think I was quite lucky. It started very quickly, and I was on chemo every fortnight, intravenous chemo. It was hard, it was harsh. The chemo lasted 56 hours, so I had to take the bottle home at the weekends, and my life instantly just changed completely. I had a bucket list of things I'd wanted to do when I retired. I wanted to travel to South Africa, I wanted to drive across America, I wanted to go across Turkey in the train, and suddenly my bucket list changed to I want to go to Wick, overnight. And my whole life was just overnight changed from to one that really is, cancer wasn't for me, cancer's for other people. I never thought I would get cancer. And suddenly it defined my life, and my whole life was around it, treatments, around how I felt, around appointments, everything changed. People ask me what I've done with my retirement, and at that point in time, what I did with my retirement was I went to appointments and lived with cancer. My girls are both, they're adopted, and my initial thought was this can't be happening to them again. And we were fortunate in that around our family we did have a lot of support. So the support was for the family, but also I was able to access support in that way too. So the lady at CAMS that we were working with immediately suggested that we put in a referral to the Highland Hospice for support for me and for my girls, just as we were going through this like soul-breaking, horrendous time. My oldest daughter was 19 at the time, just going into her second year at university, and my youngest daughter was 15. Neither of them knew what to do with what was happening, and I didn't either, and I was really struggling to help. My health has been up and down since I have cancer, and actually cancer has been the least of my worries. The chemotherapy has been harsh. I've been in hospital several times just with my white blood cells and with infections, and it's been hard on my family, it's been hard on my sister and my brother, and it's been hard on my girls. I thank God for my family. I thank God for my sister-in-law, who's there as soon as I need anything. She's up from Edinburgh to see me. I thank God for my sister, who has put her own life on hold to support me through my illness. I almost forced my way into the women's group. I think I was going there whether there was a space for me or not. I knew I was needing support, and I didn't know where else to get it. So I joined the women's group, and immediately it gave me a structure to my week. In a week when I had just retired, I couldn't do so many things I'd planned to do. The women's group gave me a structure, going every Wednesday. I also go to the creative group on a Thursday, and just having these things to do in the week really helped structure my week. So to me, the women's group has been invaluable, and I'm absolutely privileged to say I've actually made friends in the women's group, and we sometimes see each other outside of the group. I don't know what I would have done without the women's group. It's hard, and sometimes it can be very sad, and it can be, I don't want to go. It reminds me of what's happening in my body, but on the other hand, the benefits that I get from the women's group far outweigh that, and it helps me to feel normal. I am taking part in Catwalk for a cause for a number of reasons. Firstly, I want to raise awareness of the Netley Centre and all the things that happen there, that the hospice isn't just for end-of-life care. I think end-of-life care is amazing, and what the hospice do is fantastic, but there's a whole load of things that the hospice is doing that I was so unaware of. Without family and friends, I couldn't do this, so I just thank them from the bottom of my heart.